In Revelation chapter 4, when John was describing the throne room of God, he spoke of the 24 elders and the 4 beasts who are constantly singing praises unto the name of God. You know, when we come before God with thanksgiving, we are acknowledging who He is. We are giving reverence to Him and saying that we know He is able to do all things. When you read John chapter 11 from the verse 41 to 42, before Jesus performed the miracle of calling Lazarus out of the grave, He first said, "Father, I thank thee that thou hast heard me, and I know that you hear me always." It is in God's interest and desire to do for us everything that we want, everything that we ask of Him, which is why Jesus also said in John chapter 15, the verse 7, that whatever that we ask in His name, if His word abide in us and we abide in Him, it shall be done unto us. God does not want to withhold anything from you. So your thanksgiving is not a matter of saying that, "God, I want this," or "I want that," or "I'm waiting for you to give me this or that," but it is you acknowledging that in His sovereignty and supremacy, He is able to do all things. That is why Philippians tells us that, Philippians chapter 4, verse 6 to 7 says that, "Be careful for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your request be made unto God." What Paul was saying here is that when you are praying, do it with thanksgiving. When you are making supplications, do it with thanksgiving. And Psalm 100 verse 4 tells us that, "Enter into His gates with thanksgiving and into His courts with praise. Be thankful unto Him and bless His name." If God has invited us into His presence, then for us to dwell in His presence, we have to be like the 24 elders and the beasts who are constantly giving Him praise. Make sure that your heart is in the state of constant thanksgiving. When Jesus said it was easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a rich person to enter heaven, the disciples said, "Then how can this be? No one will make it." And Jesus told them that with man, this may look impossible, but with God, all things are possible. What He was saying is that with humans, there are certain things that we cannot do. There are certain impossibilities, but we cannot look at God from the same perspective. So it's okay that as we are relating with one another, when we make a request, we wait to receive before we say thank you. But when it comes to God, we are not supposed to do it the same way we do with humans, because with Him, all things are possible, far above what we can ever think or imagine. Meditate further on this. What is the state of your heart in regards to thanksgiving?